Good morning, viewers, and welcome to the now streaming morning show from the Advent Cable Network Nigeria here in the Federal Capital Territory. As we wake up to the headlines of today, it's easy to feel weighed down by the stories around us, whether in politics, business, or society. But here is a reminder: headlines may shape the conversation, but they don't have to define our day. Every morning is a fresh start, a new page waiting to be written. The challenges we see in the news are real, but so are the opportunities that lie ahead of us. It takes courage, resilience, and hope to look beyond the noise and focus on what we can build today. So, as we dive into the issues making news, let's also hold on to the truth that no matter how complex the world seems, each of us still has the power to make today meaningful. I am Somtochukul Okizi, your anchor this morning, and with me in the studio are my co-anchors, beginning from my right.
Femi Ogundare. Good morning, Somtoch.
Good morning, my co-anchor. You look stunning this morning.
Thank you so
I
much.
already complimented your suit. It's glittering, and after the show we'll talk about that.
Maybe because I'm a married man.
That's so, no problem. I would take it from you so I can also get married. All right, by my left.
All right, good morning, Sultan. Good morning, Femi.
Thank you so much.
Given what Femi just said, I would say let the single breathe.
Let the single breathe. It's really nice to have you both on the show this morning. I'm sure it's going to be an exciting show for us this morning. All right, before we go on, we'll look at some of our dailies that came in early this morning. Viewers, remember you can be a part of our conversation, calling the number displayed on your screen, and also sending the comment via our social media platforms. Let's take a quick look at some of the Nigerian dailies, beginning for you.
All right. Thank you so much, Somto, once again. And let's begin with the Vanguard newspaper. And looking at the above masthead, INEC disclose details of selection process for Yakubu's successor. Serap asked Tinubu. That we can see on page 10 of the Vanguard. Jonathan will contest return to Aso Rock in 2027 on PDP ticket. That is coming from Jerry Ghana. That's we can also see on page 13 of the Vanguard. Nigeria suffering bleeding at 65. Raf Obioha. That is on page 14 of the Vanguard. Now to the major story. Zados pesticides, harm food production and export, coming from an expert. That we can find on page 19 of the Vanguard. No genocide against Christians in Nigeria, federal government. That is on page 8 of the Vanguard. And below the picture story we have, as strike begins today, federal government wades into Dangote Pengassan face-off. And we have the kickers. Dangote blast Pengassan. Only recall of members can stop strike. Pengassan. And of course, that's on page 5 of the Vanguard. Now I'm going to the bottom line strip. Editor to security agencies. Stop misusing cybercrime acts against journalists. That is on page 8 of the Vanguard. Custom commences one-stop shop cargo clearance. That we can find on page 9 of the Vanguard. And lastly, from the Vanguard newspaper this morning, we have it Ponzi, secrecies alarm over AI-generated investment scams. That we can find on page 9 of the Vanguard. Thank you so much, Santosiku. That's what we have from the Vanguard newspaper.
Thank you so much, Michael. Uncle, over to you, Godwin.
All right, awesome to our viewers there. I have with me the Punch newspaper for this morning, and the Punch is leading with some catchy and very insightful headline day. And we will be starting with this that says, marketers fear fuel price hike as Pengassan strike begins. And this can be seen on page 49 of the Punch newspaper. And we have the kickers there that says, Oil Union orders shutdown of power plant, alleges military void crude supply stoppage. Then also we have TUC threatens strike. Members on standby. FG intervenes to meet Pengassan today. And just by the side of the Punch masthead there we have Christians not endangered or marginalized. And this is coming, this would be said to be as FG tackles critics. This story can be seen on page 7 of the Punch. And also on page 7 we also have Adamawa ADC gives Atiku ultimatum to pick membership card. This can be seen on page 7 also from the Punch newspaper. And we have a very interesting picture story there that reads, Governing Council member Ajayi Crowther University, Oyo State, Nigeria, Most Reverend Dr. William Aladekupe, outgoing Vice Chancellor Professor Timothy Abiodun Adebayo, we also have Pro-Chancellor and Chairman Governing Council Dr. Olutoyin Okewu, incoming Vice Chancellor Professor Mrs. Olufemi Oduole, and we also have and Governing Council member Right Reverend William Babatunde Ogumbawu during the sent forth held by the Governing Council in honor of Professor Timothy Adebayo. Now, I think this has to do with us,
Yes.
a great deal of it, having two of our bishops in the caption there, and also the Governing Council of Ajayi Crowther University. So viewers, you get your paper and read through. And just by the side of that picture story, we have petrol exports hit 371 billion amid heavy import reliance, and this can be seen on page 56 of the Punch paper. And also on page 9 we have pro-Wike lawmaker absent at Fubara's Independence Thanksgiving. This can be seen on page 9. I wonder, and I begin to ask, are we going to see the clash of the Titans again in Rivers State? I pray for peace, that we don't experience those, do I call it 6 months, or what we would tag setback in a state as Rivers. And then also the bottom strip story there we have Osun PDP APC clash as FG releases local government allocation. This can be seen on page 8. And we have police rescue trafficked Ghanaian, arrest 5 in Ogun. This also can be seen on page 5. And then finally, 2027 NGE warns politicians against personal attack. This can be seen on page 8 of the Punch newspaper. Alright viewers, there you have it, and that is a much we take on the Punch this morning.
Thank you so much for that, Godwin. And quickly looking at the Guardian newspaper this morning, above the masthead there we have Otedola asks FG to release subsidy panel report and unmarks real beneficiaries. And below that we see a story saying ADC says Tinubu unqualified to seek UNSC seat. That story we can find on page 3. And just beside that, FG others urge unity and shared responsibility at the 65 independent service. That story we can find on page 3 of the Guardian newspaper. And then the main story we have the Nigerian risk 14.7 billion daily loss. Fuel crisis at Dangote Pengassan rift deepens. And that story we can find on page 5 on the Guardian newspaper. Also, punishing suicide attempts undermines mental health reform. That story we can find on page 8 of the Vanguard newspaper. And lastly, what we have to take on the Vanguard newspaper, it says SEC warns of AI investments scams which are targeting Nigerians. This story can be found on page 4 on the Guardian newspaper. A whole lot of top stories there, so we encourage you to please get any of the dailies around you and just read to stay informed on what is happening. Quickly, one of the stories that caught my attention is that of Otedola asking the federal government to release subsidy panel reports and unmask real beneficiaries. And before we delve into the conversation, I just want to quickly give a view to our viewers that probably do not understand that which is happening. So, Femi Otedola is a prominent Nigerian businessman, and he has called on the federal government to release the report of the subsidy probe panel and reveal the true beneficiaries of fuel subsidies in Nigeria. Here's a breakdown of why it matters. Okay, fuel subsidy is a government policy where the state pays part of the cost of petroleum products to keep prices low for consumers. And Nigeria has spent trillions of naira on subsidy over decades, but the system has been plagued by corruption and mismanagement. Also, the government claims the subsidy mostly benefits middlemen and corrupt actors, not the average Nigeria. And now, the subsidy probe panel. In the past, especially around 2012, under President Goodluck Ebele Jonathan, the Nigerian government set up a probe panel to investigate how subsidy funds were used, one. Secondly, who benefited from them, two. Three, cases of fraud, overvoicing, and fake claims. This probe exposed massive corruption, with companies being paid for fuel they never imported. However, many of the findings were not fully made public or acted upon. So this is what Otedola is saying. Femi Otedola is now asking the federal government to release the full report of that subsidy probe, publicly name the real beneficiaries, the companies and individuals who profited. He believes that transparency is necessary to hold corrupt actors accountable, help Nigeria understand where public money went, prevent future abuse of subsidy systems. And now people are going to ask, why does it really matter? The fuel subsidy issue is a sensitive political and economic topic in Nigeria. Many Nigerians believe the government is using subsidy removal as a way to push hardship into ordinary citizens while protecting corrupt elites. Releasing this report would show who truly benefited and help the public demand justice. So in everything I just said, now the summary is Femi Otedola wants the Nigerian government to release the findings of past investigations into fuel subsidy fraud, so the real beneficiaries, often hidden, can be unmasked. This call is about transparency, accountability, and justice for misuse of public funds. All right, so my co-anchors this morning, we are aware of the crude oil tussle between Dangote, Pengassan, the federal government, Nopeng, and a whole lot of it. And this is what Femi Otedola is coming on air to tell us this morning. The first things allegedly done by the president when he assumed power was to take away subsidy. Yeah. And till date, we haven't gotten the report of what the savings from the fuel subsidy is being used for. And also, when the subsidy was in place, what exactly was it being used for? Because there are some people that were benefiting from it, like there were some companies that were being paid for fuel that they never imported. And now the question is, let's get to know what really happened with the public fund when there was subsidy, because now there is no subsidy. The pain is still on the masses. So we really need to know what is really happening. Are we really making a headway, or we are really going beyond? So I would start with my co-anchor, the married man on the beautiful black suit this morning.
All right, thank you so much. You know, this is a very sensitive matter that has been on ground for years, for decades. Under the previous administration, we saw that somebody said that the former president, that's the late Muhammadu Buhari, refused perpetually that subsidy be removed. Somebody came to him and advised him and said, please, can we that of the former minister of state for petroleum? And he warned him and said, don't try it. Don't remove it. Somebody said, Buhari is not man enough. They was considering the hardship that will take a toll on the masses.
Yeah.
But now the question is, who are those benefiting from this subsidy? This incumbent president came and said subsidy is a scam. Of course, he has been saying it before he was elected, that subsidy will go. And he made a statement, that the money realized from subsidy removal will be channeled to infrastructure.
True.
One of the many is this coastal road.
Yes.
That is the proceed from subsidy that is being channeled towards that massive project.
Yeah.
And among others.
True.
So what we are saying is that what he has done to us or to me personally is good. That some people or some criminals will not be somewhere benefiting from where they have not sown.
Yeah.
But now my concern is we've not really, with all due respect, we've not really seen the positive effect of the subsidy removal on the masses. You know, the Christian will say, he said, what we have seen, what we have heard, and our hand have touched.
Yeah.
We have always seen this one. Our hand have not touched it as masses. We have not enjoyed the dividends. We've not seen the positive effect on our economy. We have not seen it on our daily lives. We have not seen it on the cost of living.
Yeah.
That is very, very important. And again, lastly, I would like to say, one of the ways which the government can quickly help us in this high cost of fuel is making sure that we have our local refinery. And that is what Dangote has done by investing in millions of dollars into building a refinery. And there is this, today I was trying to listen to a commentary that we have some people in government who are behind this Pengassan, Lupeng, and NATO problem with Dangote because they are benefiting. Somebody said the market is open now. The president said the market is open, right?
Yeah.
You can go and import your own fuel from outside. Some people can decide to buy from Dangote. But some of them, but the Lupeng people are insisting that if you want to work with Dangote, you have to belong to Lupeng Union. That's number one. Number two, Dangote will not have the power to control. And please, you will recall that the moment we had this subsidy removal, today they can be selling fuel for probably, for example, 800.
Yeah.
Before next 2 days, you say 890.
Yeah.
The next time is 900. The next time is 1,000 something. For now, I want to say categorically here, and I want to take responsibility for this. I want to say that since Dangote Refinery came on board, we have seen to an extent stability and reduction in fuel, in pump prices, and you will also attest to that. So I want to say that what the president can do for us now is to come and do what Femi Otedola has said. Let us know those who have benefited in this impunity cost subsidy. Yeah. In decades past. Let us know those who have benefited in this subsidy subsidy that's been paid before the removal came on board. And now let us also know what have we used the dividends of the removal to do. Point to one or two, although I've mentioned Coastal Road. Let us also see others. Thank you so much.
Mr. Godwin, do you have a thought on that?
All right, thank you so much. I think Femi had said a whole lot on this particular issue, but I just want to bring one of the maxims in equity that says he who comes to equity must come with clean hands. Yeah. And then on this ground now, I want to stand by saying that the likes of Umar Sani that is accusing Otedola of having an oil-stained hand in what we call the subsidy deal is one that needs a whole lot of proving to do. You cannot libel someone this way without solid and concrete evidence, you know. And from what I'm reading from the Punch here, it says that Femi Otedola's lawyer are already filing for a 1 billion naira libel suit against this supposed ex-presidential aide
Yeah.
of, I think, Goodluck Jonathan, right? Now, the key question, like you asked, what has the subsidy been used for over time?
Yeah.
When you want to trace it down, because it is not just in the late president, in person of Muhammadu Buhari's administration, we started hearing subsidy talks and a whole lot of it. In Goodluck's time, I think that was when we started hearing about subsidy, and to a large extent, you bear witness to the fact that we have the Shopee scheme and so many other initiatives, yes, to cushion the effect of subsidy. In as much as it wasn't 100% increment, like we have it presently. I'm talking about commodities and the cost price of fuel and so much that have changed drastically within, I think, the past 2 years of Tinubu's administration. In his time, when we are talking about removal of subsidy that led to protests in Abuja and some other places, you discover that it was just a fraction, but yet this fractionable amount were traceable. You would be able to say this is where Jonathan has. If he's saying, I want to take out subsidy, I am bringing up mass transportation scheme that would cushion it. Now, it will even make the masses not to look so much as to where subsidy money is going, but he has empathy on the people to know that this is XYZ amount, you were buying this product and now there is an increment in it. You get, and so therefore to cushion it, this is what we are putting in place. But when this present administration came on board, the first denial is this: subsidy was not removed by me, it was already removed by my predecessor. That is what got so many Nigerians confused. But yet all of the policies are targeted towards increasing the tax net and making governance more profitable to you. I'm speaking of this present administration. You get. So, tracing the proceed of subsidy, you spoke about Coastal Road. To what end? Are we not still collecting loan to fund Coastal Road? So, if there is a white paper that we are not seeing, that is where I'm having issues with the like of Umar Sani. It goes beyond coming to paint or $10 black. What we need here, are you saying you yourself as the ex-presidential aide, you are not complicit in this? But makes your hand
but the question that comes to mind as you speak is Femi Otedola only saying this because of the accusation laid against him? Because before now, he was silent. So could it be that because of the allegation supposedly laid against him, he's now coming out to say, okay, release it, let everybody now see? If I was, because now he's saying Sani is ignorant of what he's saying, so release it now, let everybody now know the people that ate out of this. So could the intentions be as a result of, okay, he has the interest of Nigerians at heart, or simply because he just wants to defend the allegation laid against him?
I will give an answer to that very directly. Let me remind us a case in point here. When they say they were sponsors of terrorism in Nigeria, and I think it was an international organization that made mention of this with list of names. Up to now, have we had the sponsors of terrorism in Nigeria mentioned?
It was United Arab Emirates.
Good. Have we had them mentioned? So who is hiding those names? Are you getting me?
Yeah.
So much, there's so much covering, there's so much that is being hidden from the seat of power down to the least when it comes to the petroleum industry. So I won't blame Femi in this case for saying, if there are evidences, please prove it. He who allege must prove it, so that even if I am complicit, it will now be that it is not just me. Let Nigeria see people that are in charge or responsible for the suffering that they have faced over the time.
No, I understand clearly what you are trying to say, but my question, what are the intentions behind this statement being released?
And the intention to me is that I don't know anything about it. I'm not part of it.
Okay, is that the intention? Just to clean
may
his
I-
name, or
Definitely.
just for the sake of the public to
Why
know?
would you allege and not prove?
But if he has gone as far as
Suing.
slamming
1 billion.
1 billion
naira
lawsuit.
lawsuit
Yes.
against somebody, so it's not a joke again.
Okay, still on this crude. You know, Femi happens to be a close friend of Dangote. You
Very,
know,
very.
billionaires rolling with
And he has
billionaires.
spoken.
This is you trying to link up issues.
No.
Femi has spoken severally on
He has
supporting.
them Dangote and this issue of Pengassan and
yes,
Lupeng.
yes.
Okay, now let's look at what is happening right now. For the sake of our viewers, we would break it down so you would understand. Dangote, the richest man in Africa, built a refinery in Lagos State with the aim to reduce the import of petroleum and to help other countries and to help Nigeria in particular. But before Dangote can produce oil, he needs to buy crude. Crude before now was being sold in dollars, but the federal government came on board and said, okay, let's make it easy for Dangote. We won't sell anymore for Dangote in dollars. Let him now buy in naira. Okay. So at some point, things became shady. Dangote could not get crude from Nigeria and went ahead to import. But at some point, everything got settled and all of that. Okay, now, here is the problem. The aim is to help Nigerians. One, to prove to create job employment, isn't it? And also to help the cost of this thing. But it happens that Dangote dismisses his workers, sacks his Nigerian workers and replace them with Indians. And this is the sole reason for this union.
On what basis?
I don't know. But what the people are saying...
It was on the basis of, if you want to work for me, don't join union.
No. Okay.
Yes, the recent one.
But no, before now, rumors have it that he sacks his workers, his Nigerian workers, and then replace them with Indians. And these are things that are not possible if they belong to a union. Because the aim of belonging to a union is to help defend their interest. And this is now becoming an issue. And if it goes on, what effect is it going to have on our economy? One, and also the electricity supplier also saying they are going to go on strike. The Guardian newspaper is saying Nigeria risks a 14.7 billion daily loss if this rift between Pengassan and Dangote should continue. So now let's fix this. What is your take on this, married man?
I want to ask. No. This is a very serious business. I want to say, Dangote came to Nigeria to build a refinery to tell us that it is workable. For decades, we have been refurbishing our 2 refineries in Port Harcourt and 1 in Kaduna for years with billions of naira. And the investigation has it that what Dangote used in building, we have used maybe more of it to refurbish, and still our refineries are not working. They are not working. One thing I want you to know is that if today I, Femi Ogundare, it's my personal opinion, if I come up today and say I want to create probably a company that will be producing Gary, for example, and these are my terms and conditions as touching those who can apply. If you want to apply to belong to my company as a worker, you must not belong to union. The guy knows, Dangote is aware that they will use his workers to sabotage the effort of the refinery. He is aware. So I want to say it's a personal business. Don't forget, it's not a government-owned refinery.
Yeah.
It's a personal business. And in Nigerian constitution, there is freedom of association. You can choose not to join a union. You can choose not to join. Some people say they don't want to join. And what we have on ground now, please, I want to go and do your findings. Pengassan is saying compulsorily. Why some people are saying we don't want to join.
All right. Viewers, please, you can send in your comments and also call in the numbers being displayed on your screen. Coming back to you, sir, you said the constitution stated freedom
Of association.
Of association. That means it is a freedom to choose to belong and choose not to belong.
That is what I'm
but
saying
now. A man is saying you will not. Is that still freedom?
Some of the workers are saying we don't want to join.
Okay.
Pengassan are now saying compulsory they must be part of the union. That's why I have to quote that part of the constitution. You understand? So he said we don't want to belong. He started with these people the driver of these 4,000 CNG trucks that was imported to Nigeria. So we don't want to be part of it. We want to work for our boss. And I heard that what Dangote is paying truck drivers is more than what you are paying in graduates in Nigeria today.
He said that himself.
Yes, he said that. In fact, he said it is better what a graduate is earning today compared to what his truck drivers are earning. So let us look at that. And number two is that I have a company. I use my money and earn money to put up a factory or a company. Okay. And I give terms and conditions of those who can work there and those who cannot work there. Is that a problem?
I think I have to respond to Femi on this because you've just brought out labor issues now, and you know the scale at which a company operates to a very large extent goes a long way to determine if the Nigerian labor law will be so held on.
I was coming to
you get, because you cannot say you are operating a small scale business where you have just 10 staffs working under you. It could be a choice if you want to join or not. But let me tell you one thing, constitution is there. If you infringe on the fundamental rights of even those 10 staff you have, they would have the labor law to back them.
Exactly.
They would have the constitution to back them. How much more laying off 1,000 workers? Remember, you are not independent on your own. Despite
we're
the fact
talking about oil.
You call the
which
company
is
your own.
Your own company.
This is Nigeria.
Can I ask something?
Okay.
Do you know that if Dangote has not commenced his refinery,
okay,
by now we'll be buying fuel for the rate of probably maybe at the rate of 3,000 naira per liter or 2,500.
We understand that.
What this guy is doing for us
but
is for the interest of the masses.
We understand that the intentions.
But the marketers are not.
Okay.
I'm serious.
No, let's strike a balance.
Me, I'm looking at the
your
interest
intentions
of
might
the
be
masses.
okay, but what is the action? We are talking about oil right now, and we're not talking about any form of business. We're looking at oil, and before he could operate, I'm sure he was issued a license.
Sure.
And if that license is being withdrawn from him, no matter how much your refinery costs, you can't do it.
Yes,
you understand what I'm trying to say?
yes.
So this is not just an anyhow company we are talking about. This is a company that is solely, it's in as much as it's a personal company, it is still one of the major infrastructure Nigeria as a nation will boast of.
Somto, let me cut you there, because when you say Dangote PLC, right? Not limited. It is not a public liability company. It is no longer a limited liability company. These are public assets. He is the sole head, no doubt about it. But we are saying that people's investment are at stake when it comes to the operations of Dangote.
If I may ask now you have, I've agreed with you. Okay. Yes. To be very rational with your arguments, I've agreed with you. But what do you think can be done? This guy aim is to make sure that the masses have a good life.
Indeed.
If we allow this guy to run this refinery very well, I would say maybe by now or by the end of the year we'll be buying fuel for probably 500 naira per liter.
No, what I'm trying to say is Pengassan as a union and Nopeng as a union hasn't done anything yet that would warrant you to take such decision. He is just foreseeing the future, isn't it? If probably there have been incidents of Pengassan probably of showing their power or trying to limit how his business runs, then he can now come and say publicly, okay, I am not going to give room for this. But we are talking about something that an incident hasn't taken place yet, but you already assume that there would be a future occurrence for it.
So another thing that has really caused me pain since all these their problem is that federal government has not made any decisive decision.
No, they have.
When?
They have tried to see how they can make.
They called them for a meeting past 2 weeks.
What exactly? What
currently federal government can just come and take a stand. The president of Nigeria can come and make a statement, and all this rascality will end.
Sir, do you know the reason why the federal government cannot just come in and make a stand? It is not, just like we stated earlier, it is not federal government owned. Neither are we going to say it belongs to you solely. So since it is not federal government owned, why it's just like Church of Nigeria now? I have and federal government and say, okay, this is what we are going. No, it is not federal government owned. So the best they can do is to see that there is a peace. Because if Dangote chooses not to operate, the economy of Nigeria would nosedive. So this is not where they can come to make a firm decision. Just peace.
Okay.
I think it just has to be on a round table. An agreement should be signed. But the point of all of this is that the more it lingers, the more we'll feel the bite.
All right.
Exactly.
I think I would have to speak here because Femi pointed out something. He said, what then is a solution?
Yes.
And Somto is pointing out for peace. But
Okay, sorry, we have a caller.
Okay.
My name is Peter Abu. I'm speaking from Makodi.
All right, Mr. Peter.
Benue State.
Go on, sir. We can hear you.
If Pengassan are so powerful and they want to help Nigerians, why didn't they force the federal government to build for refineries? Look at Dangote as a private entity. He was able to build this to help poor Nigerians. The same Pengassan now want to block him from helping Nigerians. I don't like it myself. Like you people can help talk it properly.
Thank you so much.
Pengassan, we are suffering. Why don't they Port Harcourt, Kaduna, and other this thing to republish this thing within 2 months and start work? It is when Dangote has built his own to help people. They are now thinking about how to suppress Dangote now. Who is fooling who? They think that we Nigerians we don't know what is happening. They should stop their thing. Don't put Nigeria into problem again.
Seriously.
Masses are suffering. They should stop their strike. Let Dangote start continue his business. That's my contribution. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Peter. This is actually another valid point. If you know you were that strong, why were you silent in the times of NNPC and all of that? Godwin, please.
All right. Thank you so much. And I also want to thank Mr. Peter from Benue State for giving us that line of thought. It is indeed a way to go. But I just want to say this, that Femi spoke on solutions, just like I left it there. You spoke on peace, but the best way to peace is compromise. You get on issues like this. Is Dangote ready to compromise? That should be the first thing. Mr. Peter said Dangote have come to help, but so many persons looking at it from the economic eye, are we saying we want to leave the entire oil block of Nigeria to a monopoly? What if this monopoly comes in and begin to determine price?
But
is the government
has
ready
given
for
license
price
to
control?
others? Yes, another person has been given license.
How many have
Rabiu
the capacity
to build
in this capacity? How many have the capacity to refine in this capacity?
This is the best in the world.
You get.
You don't understand. There is open market. If you want to build, this guy.
Do you know what it would take? Do you know when he started?
Bua has been given
to build in Akwa Ibom, I think.
Yes,
but we don't know.
I want to also say, can the federal government? You don't understand. I have pain in my heart this morning. Why can't federal government build one geopolitical zone?
The failure of our government to do the needful should not be pointed down to Nigerians' face. Let us hold our government responsible.
Let them build
first,
now. Go to southeast, build one. Southwest, build one. North Central, build one. Northwest, build one.
Do you know something as you spoke now? Something else just came to my mind. Okay. I feel the major reason why all eyes is on Dangote is just a fact to us to know that every of our other refineries are not functioning.
They are not functioning.
They are not, because imagine the Port Harcourt refinery was working, the Warri refinery was working.
We will not don't look for what's inside.
Even if Dangote decides to monopolize the market, then NNPC will still function.
We have options.
And they have options, you understand? So it's a pointer to the fact that our refineries are not working and they are solely dependent on Dangote.
Are you aware that in this Nigeria, adulterated fuel is being sold?
Definitely.
And Pengassan has not done anything about it.
True.
Are you aware that some people sabotage this issue of finishing? Okay, I think a few months ago, they said, for example, if 27,000 barrels is being pumped into Orbital Refinery, what will come out would be like 10,000. Oh, guy, 10,000. 27,000 went in, 10,000 will come out. Who is fooling who? At that time, why can't Lupeng? Why can't they stand up and say no?
Fight. Exactly. All right. All right. Thank you so much, and thank you, viewers. Please, you can still call in, send in your comment. Let's know what you think about that. Enough of the crude oil sabotage and talks. Something happened recently in Edo State where the police officers adopted a young man in a boat vehicle. We have a video too. Okay, before that we have a caller.
Yeah, good morning everyone in the studio. My brother, the anchor, my brother, the co-anchor. I don't know if I should call the Yoruba man there my sister, because I know that Yoruba people don't like being called my brother.
No, he's not a king, so you can.
I'm not a king. You can go. You can go ahead.
My sister, the co-uncle.
All right, go on.
I discovered that the issue in Nigeria for you is something that when you keep your emotions and feel, you want to follow it. Sometimes even your tears will still not be enough for you to express yourself. However, coming from the issue you discussed earlier, Otedola asking the federal government to publish a list of people who benefited, or let us track the channel where the so-called subsidy is going, is a clear ideology of telling you that even he himself does not trust his brother being Tinubu, but he doesn't know the right thing. If Tinubu, as a president of this country, has proven to us that anything he does as a president, coming from the track record of the past government, because he said he was coming to continue from where Buhari stopped. So their games of hiding things will just continue. So the earlier we understand that, the better for us. But we cannot do anything about it. Talking about the refinery, the Dangote Refinery, let's get it right and get it wrong. That is a personal business. Whether he was given a license or not, is he not paying cash? Did he not pay for the license? So why are you foreclosing in his business? If I were Dangote by now, I would have taxed anything that looks like black in that particular country. I mean that particular company. Anything that resembles black, I will sack you. Why? Because I now know that it is because of the trace of the black men in that company. That is why the federal government wants to use the channel to perpetually subdue the masses into poverty and suffering. What are they benefiting from our suffering, for goodness sake? What are they benefiting from? If not the heartlessness of these people in government, what is Pengassan and the French doing with Dangote's workers? And that's how the so-called workers of them. He has laid them off. Now let Pengassan and the French employ them now, and let's see how it goes. So the earlier we understand that is a personal business, and Dangote has the personal right of how he wants to run his business. So enough of all this romance around Dangote. This is just a fight of Cabas. Cabas want to show Dangote that they are in government and they have the right to show him shaking. And they cannot show him shaking. Dangote is long ahead of them. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Eze, for such wonderful contribution. It's really an eye-opener, and all we hope is Nigeria will be great again. Okay, quickly, because of our time, we'll just take a quick look at a video that happened in Edo State, and then we'll talk about that.
Okay, now on Wednesday last week, on the 17th precisely, 9 person booked me from Makwakpava to go Okoro, inside Okoro. As we go reach Okoro Junction, coming from New Benin for that traffic light, before the traffic light. Now one policeman, he'll be like police because he dressed like police.
He wear uniform.
He wear uniform, carry on. In fact, they point me pistol directly.
No. Which kind of time they talk so?
This one they talk, I brought the light around after 11 a.m.
For like in the morning?
In the morning. 11 a.m., you know. So he just point me, they stop me. I can't wonder if accidentally this thing go discharge. So I park. As they just see my passenger who I carry, young boy, I'm not sure if that boy done 20 years. Because of the way we dress, he look good, you know. 2 phones we carry, that's why they rush up. Collect the phones for your hand, collect him back, drag the guy.
Let's stop this. Now this car?
Now this particular car. Now they rush him. Carry am, this you see the way they jack am, go throw am inside their Sienna. Now blue color Sienna, they no, you know, no inscription on them, no number plates, you know, they just throw am inside. And inside that Sienna, so they don't really throw to people like that, and they negotiate money, say me they transfer money, give them all of that. So they can't tell this my passenger, say, may transfer money, and they get 400,000 and all of that. Then they can't still park one Mercedes Benz. The boy, one of them, we get dread. They anchor farm like this for grand. The guy just they cry like, waiting in do. The other one they inside motor. So they just think that they'll do this, they'll do that. Make them send money. The aggressiveness, the smell was too much.
Meanwhile, you park. Oh.
I park. So they can't tell my passenger, may transfer my money. Make me how they go. So I tell them, say, I know if you leave this my passenger. So if they get any interrogation, any question they want to ask her, make them ask her. Say, I must carry and reach in final destination based on saying book me. And until you reach in final destination before I end the ride. Now because the movement is being tracked, you know, so if at the end, for this boat business, if I no carry and reach in destination, I drop and there. If anything happen to Ram, now me be the last person who carry am. Now me they will dey fine. So as I know feel leave, they come say okay. If na so it be, say I no see any money collect today. Now I tell them say, may they no let me talk hear that one because say now my work I do. They no fit tell me say I go do my work. I no fit get my money. If na that one, I lie then talk. Because I'm be the money, say, make them pay me the money. I say, no be the money I dey find, no be their money. This guy will carry and reach where in destination reach, I go end the ride. Because, okay, if not so, just to engage me, they say, make I go bring my car papers come. I look and say, I tell them, say, if for me to drive for boat, you should know that I'm roadworthy. I'm certified to drive for boat. They say, I go bring her and come. I go bring her. Now my originals there with me, because I just do them. I bring my original car paper, I bring my acne come. I bring my driver's license original. I create everything, give them. As I give them the paper finish, the woman wait there inside. You know, very matured woman, a mother figure. I feel say she go even there, you know, they more responsible. Now she dey scrutinize the paper. Before you know, she begin to ask for one particular paper. I never heard that paper before. You know, if your paper complete, or they find one thing where they want to hold you, the woman now, she check. I say, if paper no dey there, I be saying our government you go ask for that one. Say police they stop me, they go Abuja, they go Lagos. They know they ask me for that paper. To cut the long story short, the papers there with them. Then later, as then they beat those boys, they man do there. I say one of them don't they won't pass out. Now I carry my phone, come outside. To bring them back to their senses, I tell them, say, this thing become unbearable. I go record this event to make them stop this thing. I can't talk to the woman, thinking she could be more responsible to talk to them. Now she even jumped down from the motor, come drag me, they drag phone for me. The rest of them come rush me, then they drag me, collect my phone.
You don't record them that time?
I never even start. I can't even tell them, I never even start. I just tell them, I want to stop this thing. They just collect my phone for me. The next thing they go face that guy again, we wear dread. He done handcuff. In the town, waiting he done. In Papa the hospital, he won't go. They call him. The father is at the point of it. And I said, no concern. I said, don't lose on Papa. And I begin that. I still say this guy was about passing out. And passerby, no, they see what thing they happen because of the corner where they do.
That guy where you carry.
So, me now, as I say, no way now. I can't gas run, enter motor. I can't go block the express road. Say, nobody go pass again. I can't stop everything.
They talk.
Now, Okoro Junction.
Okay, New Lagos Road.
Yes.
By Okoro Junction.
Exactly. Now, maybe the person, many people when they pass there that day, they see the events. I block the road. So as I take block the road, I trailer, take on, brush my front car, scatter the bumper and the headlamp. You know, that moment, I don't care. Like, I just needed to seek the people's attention. Make them come out, speak, rescue these boys. I said, make them come out, make them help. to rescue these boys, like see what thing they happen for here. So when the police then don't say crowd don't full ground, people don't they gather. Now they enter motor, rush these boys inside, including my passenger. Can I use one way, escape with my original driver's license, my car particulars, my phone. Since on Wednesday, reach today, the phone is switched off. So even the guy never ending right. I don't know what happened to that boy now. Whether now they keep
You said I collect your...
my car paper original, my driver's license original, my my ACNN original, and my phone. Now the phone I tell they work for both. Everything about me, my transaction.
When you not go the nearest police station, go the report, go the ask.
Immediately as they hot, some drivers they say they're suspecting a New Benin. I go New Benin division. New Benin say no be there. They can't say make I go Okoro, say because the Okoro junction for to happen. I go Okoro division, Okoro say no be there. As a matter of fact, the DPO was very angry. Now the DPO even give me the PPRO number for state CID. Make I go state CID. Now so I go state CID immediately. When I reach state CID, I see the PPRO, I see the PRO, the woman officer. She was so angry about the whole situation. She begin to go all unit for state CID. They say none of them. The radio, this what's it called? Which division self? Area command.
Describe the kind motor, the kind vehicle.
Now Sienna they carry.
Sienna.
Bluish color, yeah. Blue Sienna, no inscription on it, no number.
They don't
plate.
write Nigerian Police Force.
They don't
write Citizen Squad. They don't write Intelligence Squad. They don't write See Me I See You. They don't write anything. They don't write Rescue. They don't write anything.
Nothing.
However, as an area journalist, and so many people don't give us reports, say there are some police officers where they patrol for inside this city. Everywhere. No number. Sienna. It not be dark blue. It get the way the blue take there, Abi.
Yes.
A light blue.
Go see one blue like green.
No number.
Color, you know.
At times you go see them for Okoro Junction. At times they go there your area. At times they go there Express Road. At times they go there my area. However, Commissioner of Police, CID, Inspector General of Police, things they happen to IG, and those state governments. What do you can want now?
Right now, I need my papers, and that boy, I need to know him whereabouts. I need to really know what thing they happen to her. And really, I must say something. Both know they try. Both know they try. Both no get customer care. Where we say, person if you just call immediately, person go attend to you. Now, I can't just use my friend where they drive boat. So I use an email, send them message. So that make them feel help us with that guy who I carry in phone number. I carry and go stay CID because they needed the number. Now I be the last person I carry. That guy now go give us information in case they don't release them, in case they still there alive. Go give us information more about them. But if I see two people so inside them,
so that your face recover your own things.
You understand?
But if you see these police officers, you go know them.
That woman, I go know him. That man where they we carry piece to the point me, we drag me like this, way they talk about Kiki. If I see her even for night, for dream, I go know him. No inscription. Many
all of them.
I say sir, no inscription. Many of them now, I think that they do now. When they come from Rome 3 days ago, because now I mean they investigate the matter. Now me they drive around, they find them. No, it's all me police, they move around, they put patrol, they find. Now then they wait, say if I see them, make I call them. So in the process of moving around, I see for close to that state CID, I see blue Sienna again, where we say this one now inscription day, but no number plate. Boys where they sign motor for this minibus, they just stop minibus up and down. They drag boys come outside. You don't find anything for their hand. You push them inside Sienna. Now I can't come down. Say what thing they happen for here? The driver say they no, they just stop them. These boys they don't say anything for their hand. They just drag them inside motor. Now I come begin snap them. As I come they snap them, they don't already carry the boys. Move, they go stay CID. I run enter motor, follow them. As I reach stay CID, I go find the PRO to tell the woman say, see waiting they happen, but she know they on sit. Now I call her.
Now, you wanna make them track that boy where you carry.
Exactly.
2. How you go take get your
my
original papers
and my phone, because
your phone and your driver's license.
Yes, now there my money there, that my phone. Now I tell they do my boat and other things.
We go follow up this matter. So you they try to say things they happen.
It they happen, no. It they happen. Even for state CID that day where I carry this matter go, they say they catch 5-man squad where we say they personate as police. Inside their police they do. If it be one police, now go recruit other people join. They wear uniform on. Then they go they catch 5-man squad, and they also show me different police where they say. Then they go patrol with Yaris. They go boss places. Then they detention now, so they talk. So there are a lot of them like that fronting as policemen inside their police office a day. So we don't say they're police. We don't say that we don't know what them be, but as security agents, I don't know how they go mount checkpoint for Okoro Junction, Okoro Division, don't know what they happen there. Even Okoro police them, they see them, they say they see them. But you go, your own jurisdiction, you cannot explain what's happening in your jurisdiction. You're a police officer.
Alright viewers, you just watched that saddening video of the incident that happened in Edo State, and it breaks my heart that we still suffer from police brutality. And I've been of the opinion before now that the police as a institution should be closed. I think we need proper washing. Not just we need proper washing of the blood and the word. It's sad. It's sad. And although if towards before we came back, you could see that the police could not even lay hands on the division or the department, that because it now happens to probably be a fake. I really do not understand our police, and I wonder. I see other advanced countries. I see how their police behave. I see how well kitted and neat they are. But our case in Nigeria is something else.
All right.
Help me. You will see someone with AK-47 and he's putting on bedroom slippers. The only way you can identify him as a police officer is he will put on that their black polo, and at the back you will see special force. Right. Whether he's really a special force, a vigilante, or a dankwaya, you don't know.
It's all right, Somto. It's so unfortunate that I want to take a different view from you in this light. First of all, these are policemen. However you want to look at it, it will interest you to know that even their superiors are aware of what they are doing in that room.
I believe.
It's not you believe. I am telling you what I know.
I said I believe.
See, I just want to state it categorically clear here that if we are not careful, people are speaking so much about revolution. It's clear that we did not learn anything from the NSAS experience.
Yeah.
And we are coming gradually to this part. This was the whole build up of NSAS until it got to the point where some few you'd say we can no longer take it. And the boiling pot or the boiling point of this is always Edo State. And you don't know that these things go wide, go viral. People in Lagos are watching. They would not start with police. They might start with LASMA in Lagos, knowing fully well that this is what is happening. I'm not saying this because I have not experienced it. I see it every single time we travel out for production. Take, for instance, the last production we went to at Port Harcourt. As we're going, I think, just along the Benue-Enugu axis, before you actually get to Enugu State, we see young men coming with their cars. You cannot trace. There wouldn't be any trace of this person being a Yahoo boy. But on account of sighting some few, flashy cars ahead, they start turning back. Why were they turning back? So obviously, if you are a young man, you don't have the right to own a good car. And when you are getting to a police checkpoint, what you start asking yourself is, how do I navigate and avoid these people? The story we just watched is a case in point, is an obvious case of extortion. Do I start getting scared of our Nigerian police and I'll get scared of one chance? Then I'll get scared of kidnappers? This is where we have landed ourselves. And the Inspector General of Police, for goodness sake, is doing nothing about this.
That reminds me of this kidnap case of these lawyers that took place at Was it not Lokoja?
Just after being called
just
to
not
bar.
after being called to bar.
Yes,
With what the eyewitness stated that they were just. It was barely few minutes after a police checkpoint,
Yes.
and the people that stopped them were dressed on military uniforms and also police. And seeing that these people were military officers, they stopped, unknowing to them that they were kidnappers, and that was how they got adopted.
Something we cannot take the fact that these people disguise.
Yes.
You get. We cannot take the fact. You see where the military would raid most of these kidnappers then, those terrorists then, and you find outfits there. So it calls for vigilance. From a distance, when you begin to see people, check. If you see a proper military checkpoint, you will know.
The problem I'm having now is that if you leave a police post and less than
10 minutes, you are seeing something else already. So how?
2 minutes or one minute or 30 seconds.
Okay.
You are seeing. I'm serious.
The police can also visibly see what is happening ahead.
True.
And they won't say anything. This Professor Adegboye was kidnapped a few years ago, and he said he just left the army checkpoint, probably less than 2 minutes drive or a minute drive. Another being kidnapped, they told him inside the den of the kidnappers that the military informed them that a jeep is coming. The man, ACNN did the interview. I watched the interview live. ACNN did the interview. That they just informed that a jeep is coming, a jeep is coming. So anything big cars. Now police is beginning to do this. You cite anybody that is okay. I was coming here and I got to life camp. Before the roundabout, I saw police stopping people, and I saw a guy on dread with Camrys, Toyota Camry, very fresh car. I know that guy is in problem today. I know, with all this baggy trouser and dread, and although he covered his there, but some people are coming out on them. You can see that this one is on dread. I know that guy is in problem today. What I would say is that we are not ready yet. These things in the hand of the masses. The government is not ready. Do you know what they did for us? They just did a wishy-washy refurbishment
of NSAS.
We still have them. They are not SARS again, but we still have them. Those guys are still there.
Femi, where does this leave us as a nation? Because I fear for the future.
That is what I'm trying to say. I'm saying that the institution, like the police, it's a very corrupt institution. You would be surprised that some of these kidnappers are police officers. Don't be surprised. That is, do you know what? That was why I was trying to cite that incident. The institution, police on its own, is few years from now. It wasn't the case. If we have 100%, 80% of the Nigerian police force are nothing to write home about.
I know of an institution that whenever they want to flag any program, they prefer inviting civil defense.
Yes.
I'm serious. I know of that institution. Anytime they want to have a program that is very massive, they go to civil defense and they employ them.
Some even prefer DSS. Nobody wants to work with the police as a whole is. And it's worrisome. Is it that they can't put their house in order?
I think their structure plays a very big role here. And that is why
they are the one in charge of internal security.
It plays a very big role.
They are the one in charge of internal security. In fact, all these things that we have seen army everywhere is very wrong.
Definitely.
The police system of Nigeria is just that, with all due respect, is very weak. And what I would like to also say quickly is that let the IG take the bull by the horn. Let there be proper rehabilitation of our policing system. We can do that.
All right.
So thank you so much.
Thank you so much. And because of our time, quickly we'll just take a look at a video that happened in an orphanage and just quickly discuss about that, and then we'll call the show a day.
Your name? Video name. What is your name? Ebuka who? I can't hear you. Chiwendu. Chukebuka. Chukebuka. You don't have a surname.
We answer all this. We answer surname.
What's the surname? Call the surname.
Chikwelu.
Chikwelu.
Yes.
Chikelu or Chikwelu?
Chikwelu.
Mention the name Chukwebuka Chikwelu.
Call your full names.
Chukwebuka Chikwelu.
And how old are you?
15.
Are you an orphan? Are you an orphan?
No.
Who is your mom? The mother of this orphanage is your mother. Yes. Your biological mother.
Yes.
And you are the only one she gave birth to.
Yes.
You are the only one. What about your father?
She's a widow.
Okay, she's a widow. Your mom is a widow. That means you don't have a father. No problem. Thank you very much. Just know that the Public Complaints Commission came here because of complaints we have been hearing from the villagers in Tugungada. This is Tugungada village in FCT. We've been heading, Abuja. Yes, FCT is Abuja. FCT Abuja, Tugungada village. We've been hearing different of concerns. We've been hearing concerns that this orphanage are maltreating their children, and we have come today. We have seen a first-hand officers, please. We have seen a first-hand investigation that these children are seriously maltreated. This one here was poured hot water. You can see all his body totally wasted. This one, look at this one, beating, water, injury, malnourished. This one has a broken leg. This is terrible. Where they are saying is nothing to write home about, but there's a store filled with so many food and clothes. But see what these children are wearing. See how they are looking. There's a store filled with clothes and more than 20 bags of rice. Yeah. Where the woman, I'm very sure, must have gotten from good-spirited Nigerians. Yes. Coming to say, okay, they are trying to take care of the orphanage. Now, look at how these children, look at how they are all looking. Look at how they are, this one, how will you believe that this one is 12 years old? How can a child like this be 12 years old? You, how old are you? 13. What about you? 12. You, uncle? 10. What about you? 6. Look at them. 6 years old. 6 years old. Looks like a 3 years old.
No, 2 years old.
Because they are not feeding them. This is 11. And they are not eating. And the most terrible, even the prisoners, I'm not even sure prisoners eat that food. Prisoners that are that even of did an offense and they are in prison, I'm not even sure they are eating the kind of food they are going to give to these children. You hear from us. Let's go.
This is very pathetic, honestly, very unfortunate. You know, Nigeria is. I'm sorry. Let me say, welcome back, viewers. This is very pathetic. I'm serious, because you know we are talking about insecurity, impurity, and corruption. But look at this that is happening in this orphanage at the Gongagada in Abuja here. This is also corruption from the grassroots. Look at the maltreatment. Look at the inhuman treatment. I don't know what is really happening. I don't know, but I want to say to the government, I want to seize this platform to say to the government that the owner of that orphanage should be arrested. And that boy also should be treated the lesson of his life. I'm serious.
He's underage now. You can't do anything.
But we have a juvenile prisoner.
I learned.
We have
some comments on.
We have juvenile. We have juvenile correctional centers. So it should be. I'm serious. And the mom should be arrested. And one thing I want to say is that let the government do a proper vetting before issuing license for orphanages.
Some people strictly open orphanages because of NGO grants that they get.
The grants.
And some people, someone said, I'm sorry, it's not funny, but
right.
Someone said that it's the boy that is eating all the food in the orphanage.
You can see the boy.
15 years old.
And you now saw, we saw another girl. Small girl.
6. We saw 12. We saw 11. Please, Mr. Godwin, your thoughts as we round up and your last words.
Thank you so much. As funny as it is, my pain is that it's obvious we no longer have
human sympathy,
and our orphanages are looking more like juvenile correctional centers presently, because I cannot in wholeness call this one an orphanage. Now, there's even some case in point. If you begin to go around, you discover orphanages that are overcrowded.
Yeah.
If you go to other states, especially the ones I've seen, say in the north, you ask yourself, is this an orphanage home, or this is where children refugees are being kept? And we claim we have a government that have a social scheme to look at issues as this. I tell you the truth, it is so pathetic. And my pain is that it is not just this orphanage. So many things are not just working. Who would you want to hold responsible? The owner of this orphanage, the caregiver of this orphanage, or those who fail in their responsibility? You know, these are issues, these are pain in our hearts. And
very unfortunate.
I just trust God.
It's saddening. I think the conclusion of all of this is we've lost our human sympathy. Thank you so much, Godwin, for being part of it.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, married man, for
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. All right, as we close today's show, remember this: headlines will change, but your mindset determines how you rise above them. Choose to see possibilities where others see only problems. Choose to act even in small ways that moves you closer to the future you desire. Thank you for being with me on Now Streaming. I am Somtochiko Lokizo. Until next time, keep your head high, your heart strong, and your hope alive. Let the fire of curiosity keep burning, and let your words inspire change.